Hey guys, welcome back. It's another hot one here in Minneapolis. The weekend is upon us and our transmission has arrived. Pat and another friend Alex are on their way over, but today is all about getting the transmission installed. Super excited. What have you got, Steve?
I've got a knife.
Let's do it! Yes! Sweet plan, Steve.
Well, I'm going to cut this box open. Then I'm going to put together this, we got another transmission hoist, a transmission jack. We figured instead of we got the other transmission jack that we have supporting the motor. So instead of taking that one down and putting a jack there and doing a whole lot of switching around, it's cheap enough to buy another one of these and just put the new transmission in with another transmission jack. So we get this from Harbor Freight. It's probably not the highest quality, but we're not professionals. So for auto amateurs, this is the way to go. I think it's what, 120 bucks?
It's like 110.
110 bucks.
With a coupon.
With a coupon. And you've got a pretty good transmission jack. And it really a stable platform for supporting things. That's why we have it under the oil pan of the motor. So.
And then we got our new transmission.
And we have our new transmission, so we can do our little cut. We're gonna watch out here. We got a little pokey right here. James already learned the hard way.
I did.
He actually touched something. So, in James's defense, he doesn't have a whole lot of experience with transmissions and stuff like this. So, I can understand why you don't want to get too deep into it. But let's go ahead and cut this open and see what this new transmission looks like. It is a used transmission, but it is in working order. It was verified that it was a working transmission.
The bell housing is attached to it.
It has a complete bell housing,
which is good.
So we're already 100% better than last time. And voila. So right here is the slave cylinder, and your line comes onto here, and then the two attaching bolts are here. When this is installed in the car, it makes this really, really hard to do. If you watched when we took the transmission out, this was probably the most difficult thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put our new slave cylinder on with the transmission sitting out here, and then all we'll have to do is connect this line and then bleed with the bleeder screw here. You just crack this back, and then this is actually got a cap on it. Pull the cap off, crack this back, pump the clutch pedal, and you'll get fluid out here. As soon as you're not getting bubbles through here, then you can tighten it up and your clutch system is bled.
Rock and roll, Steve.
Awesome. Let's try to pick it up and then set it right on there.
Nice. Beautiful.
think so. If we have enough, I don't know if we have enough.
Oh, it's hard work.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a lot of work. Wait,
Look at you sweating.
don't help. I got this.
You got it?
No, I don't got this.
Yeah, just wiggle it.
I got it! So we're just getting ready to put the transmission on the car. Our friend Alex has just come over with his Boxster. Hi, Alex. Steve helped Alex take out the transmission and do the IMS and the RMS on his Boxster recently. So Alex has got a lot of knowledge that we're going to benefit from today. And Steve's going to talk us through what we're doing next.
All right, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our dual mass flywheel and some new bolts. We're gonna install this, and then we need to make a strap that's gonna go from one of these mounting holes to the mounting hole on the motor, and we'll lock this in place so we can get the proper torque on these flywheel mounting bolts. Once we have that, then we'll use the clutch alignment tool, which is right here, and we will put this into here, and then we can align. We'll actually put this onto here, and then that into there, so it aligns the clutch on the flywheel, and then we can take our drive plate cover and put that on just like so, and then put new bolts in, which we have right here. Got new bolts for that too, and then we'll torque these down. Then we'll be able to put our new transmission in.
Guys, my car tells me it's like 93 degrees, which means it's, what, 100 and something in here? I'm basically sitting around doing nothing. Steve?
Ready?
Yeah. So Pat, how's it going?
It's a bugger. We've got it up in there. We're just having troubles right now, just trying to line up the bolts. They're lining up on one side but not the other side, so it looks like everything's kind of just twisted, and it's twisted this way, it's twisted this way, so it's trying to get 8 bolts lined up at one time and get the spline in correctly and things like that. So it's going, it's just a pain.
And it's like a really critical thing to get right as
yes. It's if we don't line it up correctly, we're going to end up having the same problem we had when we took it out, which would be a cracked pellet housing, and we'll be back to square one again. So just want to make sure we're doing the quality job and the right job.
So we're at a really interesting point in the job where it's just a question of getting the bolts lined up correctly, and it is stiflingly hot today. It's like 90 degrees outside. It's got to be over 100 in here, and it's humid. So it's tough and slow going, but you know, we're making progress. But overall, Project 996 is moving along. It's now starting to get to the point where we've got lots of different sort of interdependencies that are coming together, like We might get the transmission on today, but we can't get the engine started until the calipers come back from the powder coating store, because we need to replace the brake fluid and the transmission fluid, and it's all sort of interconnected. So we've got to put the calipers back on. We're hoping to get those back no later than, a week's time. So that gives us at least a couple of days to make sure we've got the transmission on correctly. I've got to try and get Paul from Tread Connection out here to get us tires for our rims that you can see behind there. Because of course we can't take the car in to get painted, even if we get the transmission and the brakes on without the wheels. So it's all kind of coming together nicely. I also need to get the dent tech guy out here to take out some of the dents on the back and the side before we go and put it into paint. And right now, I think our paint job is booked for July 27th or July 28th. So it's getting pretty close. And then who knows? The car might be in with the painters for the body shop for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. And that puts us into the middle of August. And we're looking to get this thing finished by Labor Day, which is the first weekend in September. So once we get it back from paint, assuming it's working, it's running, we've done the brakes, we've done the coils, we then start thinking about decals and the interior and how far we're going to go on the interior. So it's going well, but it's getting close. We're starting to feel the pressure of Labor Day bearing down on us. So days like today, where Alex has come over and given us some extra experience and an extra set of hands, is really important. And we've just got to keep cranking. So let's keep going. Well guys, that's it for another episode of Auto Amateur and Project 996. Thanks for checking in. Between Steve and Alex and Pat, they did a great job of getting that transmission in today. It's essentially all in, it's in place. We just need to torque a few more bolts to the right settings. We sort of ran out of time this afternoon. And there is proof in today's video that I did some work. Not a lot of work, but I did some work. This is continuing to be a really fun project. Anyway, thanks for checking in. More videos coming soon. We've got ducktailer prep going on. We've got steam cleaning of the car to get it ready for the paint job. This is soon gonna look like a different 911, and I am so excited for it. So thanks for all your continued support. Keep the comments coming, and we'll see you in another video soon. Bye.